I just had the best trading months ever with almost 15R in profit, and in this video I reveal the exact risk management system and the tool that helped me to get this awesome statistics. Let's get into it. Look at my equity curve here inside of PropControl. You can see I made almost 15R in March with 37.3% win rate, what is not much. So you don't need a high win rate to have like a decent P&L curve at the end of the month. You just need to have a consistent approach. And the most important thing, risk management. And in this month, I guess why I performed that well is because I had very nice risk management. I stuck to my rules actually. You can see I almost had a break-even stretch over 9 days. How often did you blow up a challenge before 9 days? And here you can see like I stayed consistent to my approach. I did not change too much. I just had like little flaws in something, what happens, but I did not change too much and just stayed on my approach, kept going, and then after 9 days, my P&L curve goes up. And almost every strategy has losing streaks. Almost every strategy has break-even stretches. So ask yourself, how often did you change and press the reset button or blew up at this day where you have like a drawdown or something and kept trading and placed order and after order until you hit your trailing drawdown and press the reset button instead of like risking like very conservative, like I just risked on this 50K challenge in my lucid trading challenge, I just risked like $67 on average here in my lucid trading challenge. And with this $67, I don't have this I'm not afraid to lose this account or to like hit my daily loss. My daily loss is like really high, I guess $500 or something. I never hit like my daily loss because I set up my daily loss here inside of PropControl. And everything is connected and synchronized to my trading platform. I use ATAS for trading. If you use ATAS for trading, I just made a video last week how you can synchronize all your trades with ATAS. So I will show you the dashboard very soon inside of ATAS, but here in PropControl, you can see I just have my daily loss set here with $500. I have a maximum risk, what I've defined with $200. And on average, I risk like just $67 because I often close out my trade before it goes into my stop loss, what is like sometimes very nice and the other times at the long run, over the long run, I tested it and I'm doing better like closing my trades instead of letting it run in my stop loss because sometimes I need like 1 or 2 or 3 entries and then my trade goes. So anyway, how do you know what risk you should choose inside of your prop trading challenge? So let's imagine you have a 50K account, maybe also at Lucid Trading, what is a really cool company. And you can see here in prop accounts, there are a lot of prop trading firms. We have like presets for Apex Trader Funding and Topstep and all this stuff. And for example, at Apex it's like $2,500 drawdown, and here at Lucid Trading it's $2,000 of drawdown. And how do you know what should your maximum risk be for a trade and maximum loss per day? And that is why we have built the equity calculator inside of PropControl, because you need to simulate this drawdowns. So I've come from online poker, and in online poker, like everything was about statistics, beating your statistics, and you need to know like how your edge plays out over the long run, and you need to know what is your like maximum heat you can take in your challenge. And here inside of this equity calculator, it's actually is doing the math for you. So if we take a look and we take my like 1.3 profit factor and my win rate of 37. Then we go inside the calculator and then we type in all the statistics. So we do a fixed risk, for example, with $100. And then we have like 37 or something win rate. So let's do a conservative 37 and a profit factor of 1.3. And the trailing drawdown is like 2,000. Yeah. So let's get the 0 away from here. I will fix that soon. I don't know why that happens, but you can see like with this risk and 37% win rate over 100 trades, I almost have a chance to blow up this challenge in one of 5 simulations over 100 trades. So it can happen. If we take my actual risk of $67, what is my average risk per trade, then you can see over 100 trades, I will never hit my trailing drawdown. But if I would like risk on average, like really on average, to my $200 max risk, then you can see I would like hit my trailing drawdown 2 times, for example. But most people, they think like they can risk $500 because it's 1% of the 50K challenge. But even with $300, you blow up in that case with that statistics 4 times out of 5 times. So that's a lot. So don't be like too optimistic with your, or too aggressive with your risk. And to do this math, you need to know your statistics at first. So at first you need a consistent approach. Then you should make like almost 100 trades or something, or 50 trades plus 100 trades. And then you can go inside of the calculator, and then you can see after that what risk you should choose in your challenge, or especially in your funded accounts. For sure, in challenges you can be more risky and try to pass it like in 10 days. But I'm not a big fan of that. I think it's more important like to build good habits at first. And then when you know you can trade and stuff and you passed a lot of challenges, then you can maybe go and try. When there's an Apex discount, you can try to pass 20 challenges in like 10 days or something. But at the end, it's just like gambling is hurting your habits, hurting your flow. So try to be conservative and focus on your journaling, focus on your getting better, on beating yourself, beating the statistics at first. And then you can experiment with high risk and stuff and scale. So my plan now is like if I get next month also like a decent P&L curve like that, to increase my risk maybe a little bit from 200 to 250 max risk. And average risk then maybe $100, $150. And see how that goes. Yeah. And also try to improve my win rate with 10%. So if we go back inside of the calculator, and for example, we tweak around here a little, and I just have like, maybe I get from 37 to 43% profit factor, and from 1.3 to 1.5 profit factor, win rate profit factor, sorry. When my win rate like increases a little and my profit factor increases a little, here with this $100 fixed risk, actually before there was 1 chance of hitting my trailing drawdown over like 100 trades. But in that case, now we tweaked the win rate a little, we tweaked the profit factor a little, and now there's no chance of blowing my account in that case. And even over 10 simulations and over 100 trades, there's actually like more simulations, more happenings calculated, and more outcomes calculated. And even here over 10 curves, you can see with this decent win rate and profit factor of 1.5, there's no chance of blowing. And then you can go, if you tweaked your statistics, then you can go and try to like increase a little in stuff, so you could get better over time, and then you can like increase your risk. So I think if you watch this video until here and you see yourself, or you look yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, and I bet that you risk more than me on your 50K challenge on average. Yeah. So try to be conservative and try to increase your edge and get better, and then increase your risk, and not before that. So yeah, and finally, I want to reveal the secret with risk management for you, how I got to this awesome statistics in March. And actually, I just mentioned that risk management is the most important stuff, and you can like create your prop account, you put your stats inside of here, and then everything is synchronized. And what helped me, and the secret, is the ATAS indicator. So we have everything synchronized to PropControl. So the whole journal, the strategy section, and the PropControl command center, everything is synchronized to ATAS. When you place orders, it's inside of PropControl. The strategy section is helping you with trading. So the real 0 DTE option scammer levels are inside. So the Wall Street hedger levels there inside of ATAS, and also like the bias and all this stuff. So it definitely helps me trading all this order flow tools for sure. I use order flow like over 3 years now, and yeah, it definitely helps. But with also 0DTE options and gamma exposure, I'm really sure that this is increasing the edge and my edge. And anyway, beside of strategy, the most important thing is risk management, and that is the PropControl dashboard. And when I'm close to hit my daily loss, I see a warning sign over here. We don't want to try it out now because it's my account. But yeah, you can also see that's connected with the trailing drawdown. And the most important thing is to be conscious. Be conscious about your risk management. Be conscious about what you're doing in trading, and not like subconsciously placing order after order, and then later you look inside of Rhythmic or inside your Lucid Trading dashboard and see like that you just blew up your challenge and stuff. So here, that definitely helps to like be conscious, to have it like, meanwhile, when you're trading, you see what's happening, you see where your trailing drawdown is live inside here, you see when you increased your max risk, you see when you've hit your daily loss, and get a warning so you stop. And you have the synchronizing, what's also like saving a lot of time. No Excel spreadsheets, no downloading, exporting, importing and stuff. And having a bias based on gamma exposure and hedgers is also helpful. So thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up, a comment or a subscription. And if you're using ATAS, you can have a look at the last video over the import of the ATAS indicator over here. And if you're using other future trading platform, don't worry, you can use PropControl with almost every futures trading platform, and also the indicator will follow for other platforms. And yeah, sign up for the free trial if you want to check out PropControl. Link is in the descriptions, and we see us in the next video.